Thanks for staying with us. Let's get you some national news now. India has posted its slowest economic growth in 6 quarters, with the output up 7.7% in the April-June quarter as opposed to 8.8% in the same quarter last year. Strong agricultural sector output offset the weakness in manufacturing and the construction sector. The RBI has already hiked rates 11 times in 18 months, and the balancing act continues. After reviewing the Sports Development Bill 2011, the Cabinet has not cleared it. The bill was meant to increase considerably the transparency of all sports bodies. Sports Minister Ajay Makan has been asked to revise the bill. Present at that meet were 5 of the Cabinet Ministers: Sharad Pawar, Praful Patel, C.P. Joshi, Vilas Rao Deshmukh and Farooq Abdullah, all of whom head sports bodies. Concerns voiced reportedly centered upon whether the bill would impinge too far upon the autonomy of sports bodies. The Madhya Pradesh government has appeared in a controversy once again, this time for introducing a book named Dev Putra in government schools. To distribute this book, the government has to shell out an extra 1.5 crores every year, but it's the content that the Congress finds objectionable. The book contains stories and poems on patriotism, largely based on Hindu mythology and religion. The opposition, the Congress, is hitting out, says it fears that such reading material is impressionable for the young minds. A case of fraud against former Maharashtra Chief Minister Ashok Chavan already facing the heat in the other scam. Chavan, along with the Maharashtra's Education Minister Rajendra Darda, Rajya Sabha MP Vijay Darda and the then District Collector Sanjay Deshmukh have been accused of usurping a playground land in Yavatmal district of Maharashtra. Vijay Darda's Jawaharlal Darda Education Society allegedly built a 3-story building on the land after the then Chief Minister Chavan, also heading the Urban Development Department, asked the collector to regularize the construction despite reservations of top officials. The former Karnataka Lokayukta Justice Santosh Hegde has defended Anna Hazare's associates Kiran Bedi and Om Puri. Hegde has opposed the privilege motion against them. He said maybe they have exceeded in mimic, but it's so common and at times there are provocations for that. In the Constitution, there is nothing against it. Breach of privilege should be used in only exceptional cases. Well, the virtual buzz is also something related to this. Here's today's writing on the wall. Well, our pick today is that of Ishwar Prasad's, where he says Steven Spielberg's next movie is titled Swindler's List, starring no thanks, I don't want to face a privilege motion. Well, quite a tongue-in-cheek comment, that one on Facebook, but that's our pick for the day. On to some sports news now. 5-time champion Roger Federer powered through his opening match, beating Santiago Giraldo in straight sets, and in doing so, the former world number 1 also created history. He's now tied Andre Agassi for the second most Grand Slam wins in the Open era. Federer has 224 Grand Slam wins, 9 behind Jimmy Connors. Well, staying with tennis, 2-time US Open champion Venus Williams took just over an hour to beat her Russian opponent Vesna Dolons in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3. Venus smashed 6 aces past the Russian as the 28 winners from the American proved too much to handle for the young 21-year-old Russian. The former world number 1 has won the US Open twice, but that was way back in 2000 and 2001. Meanwhile, reigning Wimbledon champion and 5th seed Petra Kvitova crashed out in the first round of the US Open. The Czech lost in straight sets to unseeded Romanian Alexandra Dulegro, 7-6, 6-3. The 21-year-old has been having a tough time since defeating Maria Sharapova at the Wimbledon finals. She looked completely out of sorts as she committed a shocking 52 unforced errors in the match. World number 3 Maria Sharapova survived a huge scare in the first round against British teenager Heather Watson. The 2006 US Open champion lost the opening set but came strongly back in the second and the third. Sharapova hit 41 winners to Watson's 9 to win in 3 sets. That was 3-6, 7-5, 6-3. Back home, here in India, the Argentinian and the Venezuelan soccer team minus Lionel Messi arrived in Kolkata early this morning. Messi himself will be catching a flight to India and will arrive in Kolkata late tonight. That's early Wednesday morning. His Barca teammate Javier Marzano will also be flying to India with him. So Indian football fans have had their eyes fixed on this man, and Lionel Messi does not disappoint ahead of his India darshan. The Argentine superstar looked in superb touch, scoring a brace as Barcelona thrashed Villarreal 5-0 in La Liga game at the Camp Nou. Remember, this was Messi's last match before he catches a flight for India, where Argentina takes on Venezuela this Thursday. In some cricket news, Indian skipper MS Dhoni has been honoured with an honorary doctorate by the De Montfort University in Leicester. The university chose MSD because of his exemplary leadership skills. Let's hope Dr. Dhoni can now revive the ailing Indian team and lead them to a series win in the ODIs.
Obviously disappointment in the test matches, but you're hoping to go home on a high with the upcoming T20 and the one-day internationals as well.
Well, of course, it's a completely different side. You have youngsters coming in. The last 3 practice games that we had, we tried to get the most out of it. Tried to give maybe 2 games to each and every player, and we have been able to do that.
And finally, in some entertainment-related news, Milan Luthria's highly anticipated biopic on the 80s item girl Silk Smitha, the Dirty Pictures first look was unveiled this afternoon in Mumbai city. Despite the controversial scenes in Dirty Dancing, Vidya Balan or Silk Smitha was all praises about her character. Vidya's Ishqiya co-star Nasiruddin Shah, who essays the role of a sleazy silk admirer in the film, cannot get enough of his on-screen muse. The Dirty Picture dances into theatres on the 2nd of December this year. Now, making a movie is always difficult. If it comes to historic subject, means it's more difficult due to heavy star casts and the production cost as well. But after cinematographer and filmmaker Santosh Sivan's Urmi received a good response from Mollywood, it's now been dubbed to Tamil.
Urmi padam vandu Santosh Sivan saroda camera work paathu Indiave innum sollapona ulagame aachiriyapadum. ஆனால் முதல் முறையாக இப்போ வந்து தமிழில் வந்து அவரோட படம் உரிமை வந்து ரிலீஸ் ஆக போகுது. ரொம்ப பிரமாதமாக இருக்குது படம். ஸ்டன்னிங் விஷுவல்ஸ் எல்லாம் பயங்கரமாக இருக்குது. ஆர்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டு, சவுண்டு, இன்னும் சொல்லப்போனால் ஃபைட்டு, மியூசிக்கு எல்லா ஆங்கிளும் ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. நிச்சயமாக இந்த படம் மிகப்பெரிய வெற்றி அடையும். வாழ்த்து.
And that's a wrap on this bulletin, but do stay with us right here on NDTV Hindu as we track all of the day's developments.